Actually, all this, to be honest with you, this is the only thing we need to be focusing on. Perfectly honest with you. For these cats right here. Some catches on people. Catches on people. That's what we should do. Catches on people. They punch touchdown. Right now, the only thing I can do right now is this. Where's your phone? The only thing I can do right now is this. Honestly. Once again, you waste of time. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for jumping on. We're just pushing the that's whatever. We're just pushing the broadcast out to some different groups and different channels. So as y'all get on, do us a favor, drop your city and state, and ask that you guys start sharing right now. Start sharing, because if you're a business owner, you're gonna want to know this information. And 9 times out of 10, you probably going through this or have experienced this already as well.
So, great morning. How's everybody doing out there? Happy Freedom Friday. Happy Financial Freedom Friday.
Yeah, fabulous Friday.
Fabulous Friday. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on?
So we're gonna give our platforms a little while to wake some people up. Mm-hmm. Do us a favor, you should jump on, drop your city and state, like, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube.
Hit that bell if you're on YouTube.
If you're out there, drop your business name and link. You never know who may need your services or want your services.
And let us know where you're joining us from.
Yeah.
What's your city and your states?
Family is everything has joined. All right.
Hello.
How'd that go? Covington,
Tennessee. Hello.
Thanks for sharing. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing.
Mississippi. All right. What part? We rode through Mississippi a lot going home. We're from Louisiana, so.
Great day, Joanna.
Great day, Michelle.
Joan, I'm sorry.
Florence. Great day.
Hey, what's going on? Oxford.
Okay. All right.
Florence, South Carolina on
Great
YouTube.
Day.
Then Michelle likes that YouTube better
than
Facebook.
You like YouTube, huh, Michelle?
I like it. I like it better than Facebook too. Facebook is played out, but we're on here anyway. So,
well, let the young people tell it.
It's for old people.
Facebook is for old people.
Utah, Alabama.
Utah, Alabama. Welcome.
Big boy Prince, grand rising to you.
Boy. Great morning.
Grand rising. Hope everybody had a restful night.
Yep. Great morning, Sarah.
Happy Friday. Hey, check this out, man. I was up all night trying to figure out how to flip this doggone phone.
All night, y'all.
On on TikTok, and I can't do
You
it.
still can't do it.
Now, I don't have permissions or access to do it.
Yeah.
There's an app, or should I say, an effect called inverted, and the inverted effect will allow you to do videos and switch back and forth inverted. However, all the research I've done, somebody's got to tell me, man. Somebody's got to break it down to me. But all the research I've done last night on YouTube, Googling, watching videos, did not say anything about going live and inverting your screen.
Right.
It said about mirroring your screen, and of course, screen mirroring goes from one device to another. I got a iPhone 12. I don't know if that's the issue, if it's my camera itself. I've even turned my camera on to screen mirroring. When I hit my 3 little buttons on the bottom here where it says more, and I go to settings, it doesn't give me the option to do it. So maybe it was something before when that particular effect was trending. Maybe it was something when that effect was trending, and it was in the trending tab that I could do the effects before I got started live, but it's not an option on that. So
needless to say, he tried.
I'm not done. I'm gonna try something else. But
Great morning, Priscilla.
But anyway,
Irmo, South Carolina.
So until then, don't look at my shirt. Don't look at.
Learn how to read it backwards.
Don't look at my shirt. It says financial freedom. So don't look at my shirt. I know not to do a presentation on the whiteboard because it's just gonna look silly. Yeah. So
is that's just on TikTok, or it's on
Instagram too. See?
Oh, I see it. Okay.
I think I can do it on Instagram, but I mean, yeah. Okay. I can figure it out on Instagram easier.
All right. So we'll just give it a little time for some people to jump on. We got a interesting topic this morning. We do this every Friday and Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you all don't know what we do, we are a
well, first of all, we business owners. That's flat and plain. We're business owners.
Ooh, I got choked
we just
up
happen to be right now. The latest business is a sublimation blanks and supply
sublimation blanks and supply store located in Columbia, South Carolina. We do all things sublimation. We have a store that's open to the public where you can come in, put your hands on your things, and you can come in and put your hands on the things. We are a retail store. We carry everything that you need. We have our own brand of sublimation paper and ink. We have heat press. We have tumbler press, mug press. We have over 200 items in the store, and we also ship all over the United States and outlying countries. That's what we do.
So what I'd like y'all to do is, if you're a business owner, like I said, just getting on. I'm Eric.
I'm D, y'all.
And we'd like you guys to drop your city and state. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Also, if you have a business, feel free to share your business name or link. And also, if you don't mind, share this broadcast. The only way that we're going to be able to reach more people is if you share. So I see a couple of people have shared, and we appreciate it. Thank you. We'd like to think that we put out some valuable information, and in the very near future, as we continue to put out more information, it's going to come to a point to where we're going to have to decide whether we're going to invest in ourselves or in different subjects in different areas, or if we're going to continue to look for other platforms that share information that's not an investment. So last night, and it's ironic because last night we were listening to a live from one of our associates that they were talking about something similar that we had planned to talk about on Monday. And it's funny because they talk about great minds and how great minds think alike. I want y'all to understand something. There's 350 million Americans in this country, thereabout, and everybody at some point in time is going to have the same idea. Great day to you, Courtney.
Great day.
Thanks for jumping on. Lakeisha,
Thank you.
great day to you.
Great morning.
Everybody's going to have the same idea at some point in time. It depends on how you act on it, when you act on it, and if you have the money to support that idea. So, with that being said,
so we have the question here, right? So the subject that we have today, and that question is, when
does
help turn into an invoice? When does help turn into an invoice? You know, we I know us at the store, we pride ourselves on, educating. When people come into the store, a lot of people are new to, sublimation. So, there may be some questions that, that one may have. However, on the other side, we also do classes as far as, educating on different subjects, whether it's sublimation, whether it's design. So, you have to ask yourself, if you're in a situation, like us, and you're doing classes and things like that, or if you're not, if you are someone that's doing, custom items, and that person keeps coming back to say, hey, add this to the front, or add this to the sleeve, or this, that, and the other.
At what point do you put a price on that?
Do you put another price on that, or go ahead and send that invoice, say, hey, listen, I'm not giving you any more free information. I'm not putting anything else on here until
you pay.
So at what point do you do that? At what point do you do that?
What's the gentleman's name that I had on the live last week? He goes by the name of T-Shirt Man Los, L-O-S. T-Shirt Man Los. Lakeisha says it's a good question.
Yeah.
You know what, Lakeisha? I think it's a great question. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's a great question. I think it's a great question because we have to first understand that it's important that we put systems in place.
Systems in place, exactly.
In the military, and I know y'all are not in the military, but in the military, I learned that systems saves lives.
Yep.
And look who just jumped on YouTube.
Great morning, Shakia.
So we're gonna get this spiel. We're gonna get this spiel again since she jumped on, because I don't want anybody to think that we're taking anything from them. But we were.
Shakia, you was in our head on that live.
Yeah, we were on your live yesterday, and we were going to talk about. We're talking about the same thing that you talked about last night. And our question is, when does help? Mm-hmm. When does help turn into an invoice? Collection by Miss Alma. Hey,
Miss Alma.
owe you a call this morning so we can answer your question. You hit us up late last night, so we're gonna. I think it was you. I'm sorry if it's not, but I think it was you. But we're gonna respond to the person that hit us up in our messenger, give you a call. So yeah, they say great minds think alike, iron sharpens iron, all that good stuff. So when does help turn into an invoice? So it's important, it's imperative. Yeah, it was you, okay. It's important and it's imperative as a business owner that you put systems in place in the beginning.
Yeah.
So there's no questions about what is not what.
Right.
Right. As a person who is designing, doing custom work, you have to put systems in place. Yeah. If you are doing an item and you are starting that item off at a certain price, then let's say, I'm just going to use an example. Let's say you're starting an item off at $25, and you're doing something custom, which means you should have a design fee. I would assume that you're going to have a design fee inside of that charge, and that should encompass maybe just the front side of that shirt. And there were some conversations last night that really got up under my skin. Some responses last night that got up under my skin last night. But I was a guest on someone else's call, and the last thing that I'm going to do ever is start a ruckus on somebody else's call. But this is our call. Doggone it, this is our call. And I'm going to take the wheel, and I'll give it back to you in a minute.
You going to tag me back in?
I'll tag you in a minute. it is our responsibility as business owners to set parameters in place.
Yeah.
What are you offering at what cost?
Right.
Somebody said last night, and I don't want to quote because I don't want to misquote, but they said something around the effect of that they don't think that all of these measures should be put in place. You have to understand you're dealing with people and you're dealing with personalities. And I don't care if it's a pandemic, an epidemic, or any other demic. That has nothing to do with the mindset of personalities who want stuff on the LOL.
Or the
not LOL.
FREE.
Yeah. People for some reason like to blame what's going on in the economy for the way that they act about wanting stuff for free.
Yeah.
However, now I'm going to repeat something that someone said last night. We go to school. We have no problem with going to college and paying all that money for information. Paying for time too, but paying for information. But as soon as somebody says that it's not sitting inside of a classroom, typical classroom environment, see, I like it when it's a healthy dialogue. when we're sitting in a classroom type environment in a traditional setting, a non-traditional setting, excuse me, meaning that non-traditional education outside of college, we make up every excuse as to why we're not going to pay. There was even an individual that said that's why I don't buy courses and that's why I don't pay for courses for stuff that's free. I don't get it, because to me that was the most unintelligent comment, one of the most unintelligent comments that I've heard in a while. Here's the deal. Even if you, and I'm going to get back on topic, even if you research the information for yourself, by yourself, you've already spent some time, which means spending means you traded time for the information. So that means you've already spent some time. Now, if you think all by yourself that you're going to figure everything out all by yourself without bouncing off ideas off of someone else who's already done it, who's successful at it, and who's showing success on a regular basis, then guess what? You're sadly mistaken. Now, I'm not here to convince anybody, because when I was heavy into network marketing, I was in the point of educating, sharing, and it got to the point to where I felt myself convincing people. So I stopped doing that. Now I just share information with people who want the information. So I'm not here to convince anybody, because the easiest thing to do is to continue to lie to somebody or to misinform somebody and for them to feel like, hey, they're not being lied to. However, there is no way in the world that anybody is going to be able to learn something all by itself. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna read the rest of the comments. If you're on live, you should have a square on the left that says effect. Then you'll select mirror. No, I'm just reading what she's saying. So on the left, what I have, and are we talking about top left or bottom left?
So guys, for all the other platforms that I'm trying to understand what Eric is doing, someone told us yesterday that we could mirror the screen on TikTok.
And I believe something's turned off.
He's been trying to do it. So someone just told him
no, Sarah, all I have is host.
How to do it. So
I have guests.
I
have interact.
He's trying to figure that out.
I have host, I have guest, I have interact, I have a share button, enhance, and then I have the more button on the right. So I don't have that on the bottom left.
But he's been up trying to figure it out. That way, everything is not turned backwards.
Well, it's messing with me now, so somebody said so. I didn't really care, but now I really care. But so I digress. Let's read some of these comments. Man. Click on the interact.
Okay, Shakia, we're going.
I'm on the interact. And interact says lightning Q&A. It says Q&A, and it says poll. Yeah, that's
We're
where I'm
gonna
at.
figure it out.
So let's see what we got right here, man. This, I think I just need to throw this phone away. All right. So I got yes, that was me, Miss Alma. I'm glad. Thank you for your transparency. Lakeisha says yes, yes. Courtney, I almost definitely need to learn that because I've recently did a design for someone, and I'm sure they didn't even want to purchase for me due to my prices.
So you have to especially if you are if you're a designer creator, you have to have your prices already lined out. So you can't say, okay, this shirt is $25, and then that person come back and say, okay, well now I want something on the back. So okay, you need to have in place. Okay, well you want something on the back, then that's going to be an extra $5, an extra $7, or whatever it is. Because if not, they're going to try to take advantage of you. So you have to have those measures in place already, so that those customers know what what your prices are. I find myself a lot of times when people come into the store, the newbies, I find myself spending a lot of time answering these questions when they could just purchase my class and come to the class and get all the information from the class, right?
Why would they do that? Hold on.
No, I'm just.
Why would they do that when they can keep asking questions?
Well,
yeah,
and that's our topic today.
Yeah. Why would I pay for something where I can just ask a question? Because it should be free.
Say, okay, well, here's the invoice. Here's the invoice. Or here, you can come to the class. Because I don't have time to sit around and answer all these questions when you can just come to my class and get the information from the class.
Okay, so hold on, Shakir. I'm with you. I'm in the interact.
He's still trying to get.
No. I'm in the enhance, and you're absolutely right. I'm in the enhance, and I see the voice effects. I see the effects.
Flip camera. Is that
Mirror your video. I'll be doggone. Y'all gonna start y'all gonna stop disrespecting me.
Thank you, Shakia.
Thank you.
He got it.
Thank you.
Finally.
Thank
Listen,
you. And thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for keeping on for
he
getting
was up all night trying to do that, y'all.
It's not. But it wasn't where it normally is.
I think the first person had said it wasn't.
Yeah,
in
but
that
it's
place.
different. It's different updates. So don't worry about it. It's too late. I'm in there now. It's a problem.
Now, where did you go? Just in case.
Don't worry about it. I know where I went.
I
went to enhance. It's right here. It's staring me right in the face. In here. Mirror your video. Bam. See there?
Okay.
Bam. Back on it. I'm in there. So
they stay updating the app. Okay. So maybe that's what it was. It was an update. So
I love winning, man.
And you know what? Maybe when you restarted it or you took it off.
Yeah, because I took it off this morning.
Maybe you needed an update
and put it back on. Man, listen, if you ain't winning, you learning. I just learned something.
Listen, we should be learning something every day.
So let's get back to what you were saying.
Anyway, yeah, I'm tagging you back in now. So I was, while you was doing that, I was trying to.
So Shakia said she wants to see your shirt.
Oh, you want to see my shirt?
Yeah, tilt it down, son.
There you go.
So check it out.
Inspirational ladies.
We're talking about, if you guys are just jumping on, and we really appreciate y'all jumping on and supporting us in this way. And we also appreciate everyone who's done business with us so far. All of our new business customers and all of our new connections. We appreciate it.
Yes.
What I want y'all to understand is this.
Priscilla said, "Thank you, Jesus." Right, Priscilla. Thank you, Jesus. He got it.
You gotta think about it. So the question that we had today, and I like to have fun. Hopefully y'all have figured that out. Now we like to have fun. If you're not doing something you're having fun doing, then it's gonna be a chore and it's gonna weigh heavily on you.
Yeah.
We like sharing information. We think that we have some valuable content to share. And we think that people can use this information.
Yeah.
We have information literally in our pockets that can change the lives of lots of families.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, you cannot convince somebody to want to live better.
Right.
That being said, people want what they want.
People want what they want.
And that's all they want. We have so the question is, when does help turn into an invoice? As business owners, you will find business owners often with products and services sharing information about their products and services because they want to make sales.
Yeah.
We should know what we're selling. We
Yeah.
should have an idea what's going on with the products that we're selling and the services that we're offering.
Mm-hmm.
And we may give some free information.
Right.
If you can't see what I said on the YouTube or the Facebook, that's what I'm saying. I said that. Read the write-up.
Yeah.
However, at what point because some people who are new to business, some people who have transitioned from employee to business owner, they brought that employee junk with them.
That employee mindset.
They didn't bring the work ethic with them, but they brought the mindset with them. And what happens is most people who are consumers feel like when you present something to them, you should be giving it away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I know sometimes, as business owners, we may think that, we need to give. And then, after we give so much, then, we're going to reap. But you gotta really know how much to give and how much not to give without that invoice, right? You have to know what that is. You have to know when to be quiet and hit them with that invoice, and hit them with that, hey, here's a class. You can come and get the information from the class.
Hit them with the hizzy. Hit them with the hizzy and just fake them out. Yeah.
You want an extra name on the sleeve? Okay, well, this is going to be the price for that.
Per discuss when we first talked.
So we have to know when to put those measures in place.
So Shakia said, for her, the help goes past 5 questions.
Okay.
And they can't get it, and they can't get it for free. Excuse me, hold up. They can't get it
if they can't get it from my free videos.
On my free videos.
Yeah.
And the videos cannot help, then they're gonna need to set up a one-on-one.
Yeah.
So we also have that. We also have that policy or that service in place.
We'll tell them all the time. Go to, like, they'll come in here and well, what do you put this on, or what do you sub that on? We have a playlist, on our YouTube channel. Go to the playlist and search it, and you'll find it out. But people just want you to give them everything without them doing any research.
Yeah, So here's the thing, and I'm reading some people's experiences. Tanidra said, I just designed a jersey, and then they asked, what about the back? And I said, what about it?
Right.
So yeah.
What about it? You didn't
hopefully,
ask for that in the beginning.
So back to the comment that I made. If you guys are just jumping on, I heard last night someone say, well, you know what? These measures shouldn't be put in place. We shouldn't have to put measures in place. No, we're business owners.
Yeah, you have to.
We have things on our website that are put in place. Hey, if you buy this, you're taking a risk. Hey, you know, our return policy and our refund policy and our exchange policy is null and void. Unless it's our fault, this is our policy. You may not agree with it, but this is our policy. If we mess it up, if something we messed up, we'll make it right. But you're not going to just say, hey, I tried this and I couldn't figure it out and it didn't work. Can I send it back? This ain't Amazon. Right. This ain't Amazon. We ain't got time for that. We're trying to make money and stay in business as well.
So as you grow in business, you will see the different things that you have to do. Like Eric said, we have a product on our website right now that we had to put a measure in place to say, okay, listen, as soon as you put that in your cart, it's a big old blurb that's going to pop up to say that you are accepting the risk for this. It is non-refundable. So we letting you know right then and there, this is what it is. Now, do you know that people have still called? People still called after they purchased this and saw the blurb and checked yes and confirmed. They still called. And the first thing I say is, well, did you see the disclaimer when you purchased it?
No, see, that ain't the first thing she said. The first thing she says is, Eric,
there was a disclaimer.
Eric, why'd you give me the phone? Because see, I don't deal with customers like that.
Me the phone. Like,
I don't deal with customers.
Do you got a customer?
Well, here's the thing. You cannot come into a building. You cannot come into someone's business as a business owner. Yep. Them chips, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had it on there. We had it on there since she started. Yeah.
Since we started selling them. But we had to do it.
You cannot come into someone's area as a business owner acting like a customer. It don't work like that. See, when you're making purchases, when you're making decisions, business decisions, you have to make better decisions. can't sit there and try to treat every business like Amazon and say,
Yep.
hey, you know what? When Amazon lets us turn it, switch it out, or refund or whatever. I'm getting all over my words because I'm getting excited. All right, so I'm not mad. I'm just getting excited. And this is what happens, and that's the conversation I had the other day, where Amazon has turned business owners into lazy business owners, and we are not accepting responsibility.
Man.
When does help turn into an invoice? Somebody says 5 questions. Somebody said
that whole Amazon thing turned. Look, that they showed us something about this.
Yes.
Our Amazon store sending stuff back.
Somebody said
we learned a lot.
It turns into invoice when you feel like you're giving a class. So check it out. If you offer a service, well, let's go, because there's not a lot of people. I'm not gonna say there's not a lot of people. Let's talk to the people who are creating things. As a creator, I want you to consider this before you do business with somebody. I want you to consider, this is a strong encouragement. I encourage you to have some policies in place before you try to make a sale to someone.
Yes.
For example, making a shirt. You have to have this is how much it starts. This is how much it
if you add something to the back, if you want something on the sleeve,
and learn how to write an invoice. Break it down. This is my design fee. This is how much it starts. This is how much it's gonna cost for the front. This is how much it's gonna cost for the back. This is learn how to do that. We gotta stop being we gotta stop being lazy business owners.
And we gotta stop wanting their business so much.
Oh man.
To where we just take whatever. No, y'all gotta get that business mindset. Get away from that consumer mindset. Get that business mindset. Because if they want it, they're gonna purchase it, right? They're gonna purchase it if they want it, no matter how much it costs.
So here you are, you're creating something. Somebody said you can't be soft. Yeah, this ain't for the weak.
It ain't for the weak.
You're creating something, right? Creating something. Maybe a tumbler. Maybe you're bedazzling it or jazzing it up, whatever it is you want to call it.
Right.
And they want things on that item. You have to set that standard up front.
You have to.
Before you even have that conversation. And watch this. Having a website is going to make it easier because they can read your terms and conditions at the bottom of the website. And if they can't read or they don't find it, you can always refer back to your terms and conditions at the bottom of your website.
Exactly.
I heard someone say last night that even if you have to text it to them or email it to them,
they should know your terms.
They should know your terms and your conditions. And you should be very, very careful how you bend those terms. Because if those terms get warm, they're going to bend.
They're going to bend,
and they're going to eventually break.
They're going to break. They're going to keep on coming back. Well, you did it last time, or you did it for this person, you did it for that person, you can do it for me.
Because believe me, they talk. People talking. So here's the thing. If you're on here and you are a business owner, or if you're on here and you're looking to start your business and you're on the fence, you've been on the fence saying, hey, I don't know if I want to deal with this, or I don't know how to get started. You need to put some standards, some things, some policies in place. First off, you need to understand, and I don't want to go outside of the conversation. But there's a lot of people who are self-employed and they're sole proprietors. And you need to understand that a lot of individuals are not going to take your business seriously until you get that business registered with the Secretary of State. But not just that. You need to have your EIN. Yes. You need to have you some business insurance. Absolutely. Because that's going to protect you against somebody trying to come for you. And it's going to have it's just like, it's like driving a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that insurance. If nothing but liability,
right? You
got to have that insurance.
Right.
But then a lot of people stop and they don't get a website. You're playing around on Etsy, and this is gonna touch some people.
Or Facebook Messenger. That's the thing.
Marketplace.
I mean,
you're playing around on these platforms and you don't have a website where you can actually define your terms. And I'm telling you, people are looking for business owners like that because they look at you as being desperate. They look at you as saying, hey, I'm doing you a favor. You need my business.
Right.
The devil is a lie.
Right.
It's 7 billion people out here. You can sell to everybody.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. NO means
Listen,
next one.
Go to the next one that's going to appreciate your services and that's going to pay for your
Somebody's
services.
looking for you to
Yep.
do exactly what you can do.
Yep.
Only you can do it. Like you can do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dealing with people who are close to you, dealing with family members,
The
dealing
worst.
with co-workers and all that stuff. That's cool, but that's not going. Your business is only going to last so long.
Right.
How many times you going to sell that product to that family member?
Right.
You got to get out there and you got to put yourself out there. So
Mhm.
I'm digressing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Listen, listen, Linda. I got the screen turned. I got the screen mirrored now. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
Y'all can't tell him nothing.
I got
y'all.
the screen mirror.
Listen, this joker ready. He
I got me a
me
new.
tomorrow. D. What
Nah, I ain't gonna ask you nothing. I got me a new buddy now.
Be like, I don't know.
I got 2 new friends, Sarah and Shakira.
Be like, I don't know.
And I
You
don't
need
care
to call
about.
Shakira, 'cause
I don't care
remember
about
what
none
she
of
said.
y'all.
You need to
Let me
call
stop.
Sarah. Call Sarah or Shakira
listen,
so they can get you
I'm
back
in-
to mirroring that screen.
Listen, I'm in the game now. Nah, seriously,
I don't
man.
know.
We just need to understand that big business, first of all, does not want to see smaller businesses successful. I'm just telling you, we're taking their money. We're taking their customers. And they don't understand the importance of doing the research with the powerhouses that they have.
Yeah.
So it's imperative that you connect with people who have the information or who has done the research for the information. Now,
Exactly.
I get the bootstrapping.
Exactly.
I get the bootstrapping, and I get the idea that, hey, I'm strapped for cash. And listen, if you don't have $100, and I don't want to sound like this one network marketer, but if you don't have $100 to invest in your business's education, then you may need to consider holding up. Just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna agree with me, and that's cool. This is not a dictatorship.
You gotta invest.
You
in
may
your
not
business.
agree with me, but you got to be able to invest in your business.
You have to invest in your business because if not, you're gonna be stuck.
So Shakira says you don't have to have an e-commerce website. Absolutely.
Right.
You can have a site that just shows what your business is,
Yep.
what you offer, and what how to place your orders.
So order terms and policies.
You talking about single pages.
Single page.
It's lots of them out there.
Yeah.
But you want to look professional.
You want to look professional.
You want to look the part so you can be the part.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's going to be really challenging to demand that people go to your website if you don't have one. I know that sounded crazy. I know it sounded crazy, but I want you to understand something, because when you get a website and you've been doing business on Facebook Marketplace, you've been doing business on Linktree, you've been doing business on these other Instagram and Facebook, all these platforms. And now you say, well, you know what? It's time for me to step my game up. I want to drive my traffic to my site.
Yeah.
So I can stop picking the phone up, so I can stop answering these messages, so I can stop going back and forth. Yeah, that should be a way to communicate professionally. I get it. But ultimately, you want to be able to drive your traffic. So now people can say, hey, you know what? This person's professional.
Exactly.
This person's handling and conducting business professionally.
Speaking of that, this person is professional. I remember one time I was looking for someone to do
on education,
to do my hair when I had some. And so I had made a post on one of the popular Facebook sites looking for, a stylist that could do a pixie cut, something like that. And so people kept dropping different names and stuff like that. So of course I went to each one to check it out. And out of, I believe it was like 10 or 12, something like that. Out of all of those, only one person had a professional website. Okay. And everybody else, you could see that they was doing the hair out of their home. So guess which one I chose to do business with? The one that looked more professional.
And that doesn't always mean that person's more professional.
Right.
However, you got to think
it was that look
in that mindset of a person.
Yeah.
So hold on, what's happening? Hold up, what's happening? Are you able to save this live? Yeah, you can go to our YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel, the blank spot. The blank spot, you'll see it. It's Academy, but your blank spot, the blanks spot, THEBLANKSSPOT, and you can go to our YouTube. Matter of fact,
Blank Spot Academy on YouTube.
Everybody go there right now and subscribe.
Yes.
That's how you get subscribed. They say you gotta give a call to action. Okay.
We calling y'all to action right now. Go to
how can you
YouTube
justify
and subscribe.
how can you justify paying for that equipment and supplies and then think you can skimp on the education? Check this out. Somebody told us when we were younger that in order for us to be successful, that we had to go to school, we had to make good grades, and then we had to go on to get job. Then we had to go on to college and make more good grades, and then we had to get a good job. So in between going to school and then going to college, going on to higher education, many of us paid money. Whether you believe that you paid money for the education or whether I believe that you paid money for the time,
right? You
still paid money.
Still paid money. And
nobody had an issue with that.
Nope.
And we sat in front of professors and educators who talked about things like this, like business. But they didn't talk deep like this.
Nope.
But they talked about business. They talked about going to business school and business administration and business degrees.
And how to go work for somebody.
And that's what they taught you, how to work for people.
Not how to build your own.
None of them taught you how to build a business. Once again, there's going to be some people that disagree with me. I don't care. You can disagree. But the facts are the facts. And I don't have anything against traditional education.
Right.
What I do have is if we believe, I'm against this, if we believe in traditional education, we should believe in education altogether. Mm-hmm. So if somebody went out and they did the same research,
and now they're offering to share their research with you for a fee, what's the difference?
Because my name ain't LSU.
What's the difference?
Because
you missed a bunch of questions on TikTok.
Hold on. Okay, hold up.
Questions or
right.
Only Amazon. Yep.
Not on Amazon, but places like Walmart have trained consumers to feel entitled. Yep. But not on our page, not on our website, not on duty. Courtney said, "You talking straight to me." Well, Courtney, you need to receive it. He big mad now. Yeah, well, yeah, I got my stuff together now. So, great day to you, Truth. Thanks for jumping on. Courtney said, "My business will become a big business one day."
Absolutely.
And speaking into existence.
You have to speak that into existence. Stop saying in my little business.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
You're a big business now.
You know,
and I don't know if y'all understand something, man, but I did my research. And if somebody wants to call us a small business, they can call us a small business all day, but it's what we answer to.
Exactly.
$4.5 million a year is still considered a small business.
Still considered a small business.
Can you live with that? I'm just saying. Let me see. It's true. That's true. Facts. Are you able to say this live? Yeah, like I said, go to our YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm in the website trying to order your bathroom stuff. Well, go ahead and get it, man. It's available. Appreciate that. Benefits. So she doesn't want the LLC really getting in. Hold up. Benefits. So she doesn't want the LLC are really getting in because the government purpose. I don't understand that, but I'm gonna tell you something. If anybody, hey, go ahead and just search BAF.
It sounds like they're saying
BAF. Go ahead and search BAFSET.
Yeah, it sounds like they're saying they don't want to get the LLC because of the government purposes. Well, I'm not understanding that. I mean, you have to do your research. Because
I don't.
That's a whole nother subject.
Well, it is, but it's
if it's what I'm thinking they're saying, that's a whole nother.
So it's a couple of reasons.
Subject.
It's a couple of reasons why people don't want to register their business.
Right.
One of them could be because they're getting benefits, Social Security. Okay. I want you to understand something. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But I want you to understand this.
She has 7 kids and need the Medicaid for them. She's saying that's going to affect her getting the LLC is going to affect her benefits is what she's saying, I believe. A whole nother subject. Okay. Truth, you say I don't see it. So you can go to the menu, the little lines, and go to the home decor section. Those are going to be under home decor.
I got to respond to that.
You gonna respond to it?
I have to.
Erica's responding to someone saying that they don't want to get a LLC because person doesn't want to get an LLC because they have 7 kids and they need the Medicaid for the kids. So getting the LLC is going to affect that.
So let me ask you to ask that person a question. That means that if they have a business and they don't have an LLC, they are still required to report their income as a source of income on their taxes. Now, I'm not a tax professional.
Yeah.
Nor do I have to be, but everybody's a tax preparer. I'm a business owner. There's a slide on your 1040 that says I'm gonna talk about these so-called benefits too. Okay, there's a slide on the 1040 that says that ask you if you have any other
income. Yeah.
You can keep on. That person can keep on working and making money in a business and not report that income. They can still get audited, and they still have to do it anyway. If she's reporting the income on her business, that's the same thing. I don't know what state this is in.
I'm not sure what.
This is a topic for another conversation.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another day.
This is what I do. I talk about this, and I can tell you some things.
Yeah,
but let's talk about these benefits real quick. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This is what I'm gonna tell you. When I retired from the military after 22 years, I retired broke. I had no understanding of money.
Broke.
I had no understanding of how finances work. My investment account was null and void. We had nothing but my retirement and her job.
And my job.
My retirement and disability and her job. Now, this ain't a sad story.
Right.
This is a pitiful story because I did not try to invest in myself, and I didn't try to research what I need to do before retiring.
Right.
Needless to say, later on, I realized that when I die, my benefits die with me. And I understand now the importance of building a business. I understand that because I can't leave my family other than life insurance. And if you think that that's going to take you for the rest of your life, of the other person's life, it's not gonna happen. So I know everybody is different, but when you talk about benefits, there are things that you can do to build a business, to crawl out of that social system.
Yeah.
I know people right now who are collecting Social Security. They're doing a business, and because they are, man, I'm all off topic. I got to get this. Because they are mentally committed to getting that $1,200
a month, right?
They have bypassed $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month.
Exactly.
$10,000 a month.
Or $20,000 a month.
$20,000
only to keep that $1,200 a month.
Because in their mind, they're thinking, well, I'm getting these benefits, and I understand how important medical is. But don't you know, as a business owner, there are programs for medical as well.
Yeah.
See, even if that person is using that as an excuse not to get to the next level, don't you know that the government can cut them off at any time, and now they have nothing.
It's that.
But I'm not in the habit. I ain't in the habit of convincing nobody or nothing.
It's that mindset.
And yeah, we're from Louisiana, so I get that.
We're from Louisiana, so we understand that.
But that's not a reason not to create an LLC.
No.
That's this person that's not informed.
Yeah.
That's an individual that's not being properly informed. Mm-hmm. That's somebody who's listening to somebody who doesn't have anything and doesn't know anything about business and how the system works.
Right.
You can still grow and build a business.
Yep.
You can still grow and build a business and still be on assistance. The same way that somebody has a loss in business and still gets a refund. Same concept. Yeah. I'm not going to get into that because that's not my lane. But what I will tell you is that's not to me, in my professional opinion, that's just a reason for somebody not to get to the next level.
Right.
The info taught in colleges / universities is nothing more than research someone
else did.
And we paying for it freely.
Exactly.
We are freely paying for it.
I don't know how many times I've invested, into a class a lot because of something that I wanted to learn. I invest in a class in a minute, especially somebody that I trust. I get a class in a minute because you know what? I want to learn that.
Yeah, man. Hey, so here we go, y'all. Just to recap, and we're coming up to the top of the hour. At what point does help turn into an invoice. Oftentimes, people who are new to business, they use the word help and they think help is synonymous with free.
Yep.
There is free help, but that means that that person's not paying for it. But there's nothing that's free because you're either going to pay in time or you're going to pay in money, in some type of resources.
Yeah.
So you got to understand that even though a store runs a sale or somebody gives away some swag or somebody gives away a gift, somebody's still paying for it. We have to get out of that mindset of saying, hey, you know what? I want help. You should not want so much help. We should not want so much help until it cripples us, until it hinders us. It hinders our growth.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with somebody sharing some information that they have, and it's their information. So whether they want to share it for free or whether they want to put a price tag on it, that's their choice.
Right. That's their information. They did the research on it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's their prerogative, to charge for it.
Okay, so here's the goal. 3 beats of my heart. I feel that people say research, but some people don't know exactly what to research or the first move. I got to be honest with you with this comment, and this is not meant to be smart aleck or anything. So what? You got Google, you got YouTube, you got Facebook, you got all these other.
There's a lot of resources,
platforms that you can actually search. And if that's not good enough, you can go to a digital library.
You just got to do your research.
It ain't that. You're right. You said you feel like people say research, but some people don't. You're right. Some people don't know. Well, here's why. Here's why some people don't know. It's because we've been conditioned and groomed to follow. We've been conditioned and groomed to follow people, to sit in front of people, and to be given information instead of thinking for ourselves.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. And we go on jobs with that same intellect that we do not understand how to think for ourselves.
Yep.
They don't know the key words to research. You're absolutely right. They don't. But then
most people not even plugging in long enough to even know what to research. You got to
ask yourself. You got to ask yourself. Are you making yourself available?
Making yourself available? Are you making yourself time? You can't just say work all day and then you got a business, but you come home and go to sleep. No. What are you doing? Type in
air, and you're gonna find something on air. And you keep on going until you find something. Because I understand people don't know how to research.
Right.
But I also understand that a lot of people don't know how to think for themselves. And I'm not talking about you or any particular person. This is how this country conditions and grooms its citizens to be workers. I said this before on a previous call. Some of the wealthiest people, John D. Rockefeller said it. You can go back and look it up. You can research it. He said that he would rather have a nation of workers than a nation of thinkers. And he invested a lot of money into the education system just to make sure that happened. And we just followed in like cattle going to a slaughter.
Nation of workers.
We followed in like cattle to a slaughter, and we just continue. And anytime that you get a free thinking person, we're troublemakers. Anytime you get somebody who wants to think on their own, we're troublemakers. I struggled through the military for 15 years because I started to freely think. And the more I had a free thought process, the more I would have clashes and conflicts with people because they were drones and I wouldn't be a drone. And that's where some of the conflict comes because we allow society to change who we are meant to be. We leaders. We're kings and queens. It don't matter what you look like, where you come from, or who you are. We're kings and queens, and we're already wealthy. We just got to go claim it. Yeah. So you got to ask yourself, do you want to continue not to know?
Do you want to do something about it?
Yeah. It's easier. It's easier for somebody to continue to be lied to than it is for somebody to realize that they're being lied to.
Right.
It's easy for somebody to continue to wonder about how to make it than to figure out how to make it.
Yep.
Think about this, man. And then I said this the other day. If you're here right now, that means that you survived COVID. But people are still struggling through the pandemic. Now that'll preach. And people are struggling through the pandemic. Why? It's very simple. Because we're looking for one thing and one thing only. We've accepted a struggle that's not ours, and we're looking for fast money. That's it. But we're all creators. We all have something special that we can do. We all have something that we're good at.
Yep.
But somebody's beating us down so much, whether it's our family, whether it's our associates, whether it happened in school, unfortunately, whether it's our spouse, beating us down so much to where we don't believe in ourselves. But you're on this call because something attracted your attention.
Right. Right.
Maybe you're a business owner. Maybe you're looking to become a business owner. Maybe you're on the fence talking about you're going to quit. Quit for what? That same individual that say, hey, you know what? I don't want to start a business, or I don't want to register with the Secretary of State because I don't want to lose my benefits. Yes, you have to be smart. Mm-hmm. You have to be smart about what you do. You have to be smart about what you do. But I can remember helping a young lady who was on public assistance about 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
I can remember helping a young lady on public assistance about 5 years ago, teaching her personal financial education to where she can have some financial success.
Yep.
She got her credit score up. She was able to move out of public housing, government housing, and then she was able to at least start to rent, and she was able to buy her a car.
And she was offered that assistance.
She was offered that public assistance. And she was on public assistance too with 2 kids.
Yep.
So 2 kids or 7 kids, if you're on public assistance and you've been getting that, then that's what you're used to. That's what you're comfortable with. But it is possible. It's possible.
It is.
But you got to make up in your mind. I wore my shirt the other day. A made up mind is the hardest thing to change. But you got to make your mind up. You got to make your mind up. You got to make your mind up that you're going to succeed. Because whether you believe you can or whether you believe you don't, you're right. Whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, either way, you're right. So you got to make your mind up. Because nobody's going to get it for you.
Nope.
Nobody's going to do it for you.
Nope.
And eventually, that help is going to turn into an invoice, and you're going to have to invest in yourself.
At some point. At some point. Y'all, it is 9:59. I think it's time for us to get off of here.
Well, you go. I ain't finished. I ain't
you go ahead then. I got to open the store.
I ain't ready
I'll talk to y'all later.
They'll be all right. We need to turn this thing into 3 days a week. Tired, man. It's feeling like a job. Nah, but seriously though, man, listen, I appreciate everybody for jumping on. And we really got off topic, and it's my fault, so I apologize. But I think this is something that needs to be talked about at a later time. Maybe we can bring it on again. We appreciate everybody. Sarah, Courtney. I'm calling names, but I'm not gonna get everybody's name. Kim. Yeah, you got to get out your comfort zone. Appreciate it. Hey, listen. You got to understand that if you don't do something about how you create, how you share, how you build, then you're gonna always be doing something and you're gonna be behind. The topic of the conversation was, when does help turn into an invoice? How much information should you be given? Got a lot of information on this thing. A lot of people shared a lot of things. 5 questions. I think 5 questions, 3 to 5 question minimum. I think that should be the minimum. That should be it, the maximum. 3 to 5 questions. Somebody's asking more than 3 to 5 questions, then you know what? You should have something in place to where they can go and look at something. Hey, I got a YouTube channel with some information on it, okay? Hey, I got a class that I'm giving. Hey, I'm making shirts. I'm making shirts. Before you actually offer that shirt to anybody, hey, listen, you know what? I'm making shirts, and this is the standard. This is the policy in place. Hey, I'm going to do this front for this much. It's going to be a design fee. And if you want something on the back, it's going to be this much more. If you want something on the sleeves, you want it all over, whatever the case may be. But you got to put yourself in a position to where you're not compromising your integrity, you're not compromising your creativity, and you're not compromising your livelihood. Because remember, 97 is the number. Because it's only 3% of us. It's 3% of us. You waking up every day, all you got to do is be better than 97% of the people. All you got to do is just wake up and go do your business. The other 97%, other 97% of the people are not going to do what we're doing. You got to think about that. You have to think about that. So here's the call to action. We have a YouTube channel. Okay, the YouTube channel is the Blanks Spot Academy. You can type in the Blanks Spot and you'll find it. It's gonna be the same logo. Thank you, ladies, for teaching me how to mirror my screen. I appreciate it. I'm never gonna forget y'all. We have a YouTube channel. We have an academy on our website. We have some pre-recorded classes. We have opportunity to do a one-on-one. If that's not something that you want to do, then there's other options out there. There's other channels out there that offer some information on the YouTube channels as well. Don't just look at one. Look at several and do some comparison. Find somebody that's saying the same thing and see if it makes sense and then bounce it off, because you cannot do it by yourself. It's not going to happen. You're going to end up running yourself in the ground trying to do everything by yourself. It don't work like that. It's called collaboration for a reason. And you take that information and you can repurpose that information. You can turn it into something that you can actually share and turn into maybe possibly a business or another stream of income. Your choice. But what you got to do is you got to get out of your own way. You have to get out of your own way. So I'm Eric.
I'll see y'all.
All right. And this is the Blank Spot Academy, guys. Appreciate y'all for jumping on. Like, share, subscribe, tag, hit the bell, all that good stuff. We'll see y'all on Monday. I'll probably come on tomorrow for a little while anyway. We'll see y'all on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with yet another talk. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. With yet another talk about business, whether it's personal finances, business finances, or business on the back end, whatever the case may be. We're going to be talking about that 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, I will have my screen mirrored. Got it. And you guys take care. And I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.